going. I got that going. And all of that stuff. So, okay. Congratulations. I'm glad you made it. You know, what you're going to do, what you're going to hear about tonight is a business that's grown 900% over the course of the past 12 months. You're going to get this information really before 99.9% of the people on the planet. So, you know, consider yourself very lucky to get this information so early on. If somebody invited you on here, make sure that you thank them about, for thinking enough about you to get you pointed in the right direction. And you're going to hear about a near miraculous product that I just absolutely fell in love with a little bit over a year ago. So, you know, it's not a coincidence that you're here. You know, I'm going to show you how you can create a global business from the comfort of your home and create a 5, 6, or 7-figure residual income over the next 3 to 5 years. Not 3 to 5 months, I wish, 3 to 5 years. So, you know, I keep telling people this is not a sprint. This is a marathon of things that have to be done. So if that's of interest to you, stick around. We'd love to have you take the whole program in. So a little bit about myself. I've been in the network marketing industry for over 3 decades, owned an advertising agency prior to that, earned over $15 million and built huge organizations all over the globe, and really was semi-retired up until May of 2018. And then something miraculous took place. I'll tell you about that as we move in. I had no intentions whatsoever of doing this. Let me just tell you that. This near miraculous product really changed my opinion and my direction. So before we begin, let's talk about you for a little bit. You know, I put down some characteristics of some things that I've noticed over the last 30 years that successful people, especially in this industry, have all had in common, right? You know, and hopefully you're part of this, right? Hopefully you're a self-starter. So do you consider yourself an entrepreneur, or are you one of those people that like to work for somebody else? Are you worth more than what you're currently earning? I think everybody would agree with that. Are you teachable, trainable, coachable? You know, do you follow directions pretty well? I didn't. When I first got started in the industry, I was not teachable or coachable, and I suffered. How much money would you like to earn? You know, I know there's a number you're kind of thinking about. And do you enjoy helping people? Big factor. And do you like to travel? I traveled over 6 million miles, and now through the wizardry, right, of technology, I now get to zoom into places. Saturday, I zoomed into a meeting of 400 people in Nigeria. So absolutely incredible. I had a great time. So, you know, what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve your success? You know, success and, you know, it doesn't happen easily. It can happen, but there's always certain things and certain sacrifices that you're going to have to contend with. So, you know, what I'd love for you to do, I'd love for you to be living your dream. You know, living in your dream house, driving your dream car, whatever, or cars, whatever they happen to be. I'm a little prone to Ferraris and Lamborghinis, but, you know, going on those dream vacations all over the globe, you know, would you like things to be different than they currently are? But, you know, there's a couple of things that's probably holding you back, right? It's time, money, or what? You know, time, money, or fear. Usually it's all the combination of all the above. So, you know, if you want your life to change, then obviously you're going to have to change. You've got to step out of your comfort zone and just do it. This is our little house in Lake Travis in Austin, Texas, that we purchased and lived in until we moved to the coast of North Carolina. So, you know, nothing make me happier, like I said, than to see you living your dream. That's really where my passion is. So I want you to hear from a good friend of mine, Les Brown, and he talks about his passion and building and cultivating your dream. So I'll be right back to you.
In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years, because at any time had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People gonna do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no, 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 no. You got to keep on watering your dream. That is not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll. During those times when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
Better unmute myself. So, that's what it is. I mean, it is all about cultivating your dream, and will you stick with whatever it is you start long enough in order to see your dream become a reality? I've been working on my dream for over 50 years. I hit it, and then things happen, and then you hit it again, and other things happen, and we all had dreams as we were growing up. We were going to conquer the world. We were going to do all of these things, and then life got in the way. And, so many of us reverted back. This is Diamond Dell over in Maui, sitting right here in front of that grove of Chinese bamboo trees. So just wanted you to see the real thing. So, I hope this is not your life, but this is the life of most people in the country, in the world. They work 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year. Some people work a lot more than 40 hours a week. They're underpaid, overworked, do just enough work so that they don't get fired. Their boss pays them just enough money so that they don't quit. That give and take relationship. They work 2,000 hours a year at a job that they hate, a boss that they hate, people that they hate, and you dread Mondays because you got to go back to that life-sucking job. I don't know how many people out there that are watching this either live or on replay feel that way, but if you do, there's another way. There's a better way, quite frankly. Let me just show you this little example. 2,000 hours a year times 40 years, 80,000 hours. You know, maybe you're just starting that journey, just starting in the workforce. Maybe you're halfway through it. Maybe you're all the way through it. Then you're trying to figure out how to retire on 40% of what you were making when you couldn't live on what you were making when you were working full time. 80,000 hours of work in a lifetime is just mind-boggling, right? Your earnings are based on 100% of your efforts, no leverage. You don't go to work, you don't get paid. Folks, that's crazy. That's nuts. I mean, I want to get paid and not work. That's what I've been trying to figure out. And that's why I got attracted to network marketing. You got to stop trading time for money. You just got to give that stuff up. Now, I don't want you to go out and, quit your job tomorrow. We'll, take you out of your job, over the course of time. But there's a time for that. Like I said, there's a better way. You're never going to be wealthy working for somebody else. Just, understand that, right? You're never going to be wealthy working for somebody else. You've got to start your own business. You're going to work harder for yourself than you ever will for anybody else. You've got to learn how to use leverage. I'll tell you what, I've built organizations of over 400,000 people several times now. And, I did it in a very easy and simplistic manner. I taught people how to build a group of 10. Everybody can go out and build a group of 10 people. Very simple. You build a group of 10 people, you help them build a group of 10 people. Now you got a nice small group. You got 100 people working. If those 100 people all devoted 20 hours a week, that's 2,000 hours. That's 2,000. Your team just did in a week what it would have taken you a year. Folks, that's leverage. Leverage is really the solution. Think about it for a second. I had a group well over 400,000 people. What if they just worked 1 hour a day? 400,000, that's 400,000 hours. You just heard that 80,000 hours in a lifetime, 400,000 hours in a day. Folks, that's 5 lifetimes. It's just happened in a day, right? 1 hour by 400,000 people. So you see the kind of, and that's how wealth is created through leverage. Residual income, that's the other component. Leverage and residual income are the two components that really have made a difference in so many people's lives. So residual income is nothing more than the repeat sales of products, right? I mean, people love a product, they buy it over and over and over again, just like you have. Go to the store, buy the same thing. That's why consumable products work so well in a network marketing environment. My friend Art Jonak put this little thing together, this little quote. He said, if you understood residual income, you'd walk through a brick wall to get it. And he's absolutely right. I mean, that's the kind of thing that, goes on and on and on. I put this little collage of some quotes together that I really appreciate, and I just want you to look at them for a second and let it kind of sink in. One up in the upper left-hand corner, if you don't want the next 10 years to be like the last 10 years, then now is the time to do something different. It's up to you, right? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I see people doing that all the time. They go and do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different things to happen, which never happens. So Aaron Harding says, no excuses. If you haven't achieved your dreams, it's your fault. Nobody else. Just the person in the mirror. So Richard Branson, I love this quote. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure what you can do with it, say yes and learn how to figure it out and do it later. Pretty simple. And this is kind of the regret, right? A year from now, you wish that you would have started today, because a lot of things are going to happen in a year. I told you that I ran into a near miraculous product, and that product was as a result of this guy here, Dave Jordan. Dave and I have known each other for about 8 years. He called me up in May of 2018, and he said, Chuck, you won't believe this amazing weight loss coffee we've got. Dude, it's just amazing. It's amazing. You've got to listen to this call. I said, Dave, I'm not interested in joining the company. I'm not going to build another team. And okay, I'll listen to the call because you invited me to listen to it. So he and Rick Gerals were on the phone, and known Rick for about 20 years, so I listened to the call. It was miraculous. The testimonials were off the chart. And I thought, well, what the heck? I'm the fattest I had ever been in my life. I've been flying around the world, eating too well, too often, and doing a breakfast, lunch, or dinner meeting somewhere in the world. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and order some of this coffee. You know, after I drank it for a week, I had lost 9 pounds. Got excited. After I drank it for a month, I'd lost 18 pounds. I got even more excited. I jumped on an airplane, headed up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and went right through that front door to go visit with Dave Jordan. I said, Dave, I'm coming to Sioux Falls to visit with you. And so he said, come on. And what I discovered was a 4-year-old, almost a 4-year-old company then, that was debt-free, had millions of dollars in the bank, that was just about at $80 million in gross sales. Their compensation plan was like something I had never seen before, totally genius. And you know, it was very obvious to me that because of this product, because of the company being 4 years old, that I needed to probably do something. So I made the decision. I took back and ate those words. You know, when I told Dave I had no plans on doing anything, I didn't have any plans. He disrupted my plans, but here I am, you know, and I'm glad I started a year ago. But, you know, because here's what's happened, folks. You know, from 2018 May to 2019, the company has grown from 700,000 in monthly sales to 7 million in monthly sales. Now, that's a phenomenal feat in any business. You know, 900% growth, right? If this was a public company, you could have bought that stock over here for pennies and you could have traded it out for many dollars. So I'm telling people that the future is going to be even better than just what's happened. So why is it? I mean, why is it that Valentus is growing at the rate and the pace that it is? Because they've addressed two huge problems. And the bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. So the big problem is people don't make enough money. I'm sure everybody would agree with me. You know, you don't make enough money. Everybody you know doesn't make enough money, because here's the numbers. You know, average person, $35,000 a year, $1.4 million in their lifetime, right? About $17.50 an hour. The next 19, 20 years, all the baby boomers are coming up, right? You know, everybody's going to turn 65. Half of them have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. So they're trying to figure out how they're going to cope with living, right? And continue paying everything. The American household debt has skyrocketed. Everybody's in debt. So the other problem that they decided to attack was the problem of people being overweight. I mean, let's face it. I was overweight. I never thought that I would be overweight, but you know, that happens when you eat all the time. And 75% of the world population is overweight or obese. So, you know, those are two huge problems, and they decided to attack it in coffee and weight loss coming together. And that was the call that I listened to on May the 19th of 2018. And, you know, it was, you know, I thought, well, this is genius. This is a pretty genius idea. Everybody drinks coffee and everybody's overweight. And even the people that aren't overweight would still like to lose a little bit of weight. So why not? And the best way to do it is, you know, through coffee, something that you're consuming. And this has been an absolutely miraculous product. It saved me from a knee replacement surgery. My orthopedic doctor said, had you not have lost 40 pounds, I lost 40 pounds. I took 400 pounds of pressure off of the knee that it was going to be replaced. I was having injections and all kinds of things. It's done so much and so many things for so many people in such a short period of time. You know, what I decided to do was I wasn't going to let the money sit on the table. I was going to go get some of the money. You know, as good as the company is, as good as the product is, what most people don't understand is that it's really all about timing, timing and timing and timing. So it's just like, this could have been a great opportunity, but the timing would have been bad. This is the right company at the right time with the right products. All the stars have lined up. And, guys, here's what happens. Companies go through this phase, and not every company goes through this phase, called momentum. Now, a lot of companies go through what they think is momentum, but it's really just, growth. They're growing a little bit. They're not growing by 100% or 200% or 300%, but they're growing. And they go through this startup phase. They go this formulation. They go through this concentration phase when they're putting things together. And then they go through this growth phase. And if you're lucky enough, momentum is created by income stories and product results. Income stories and product results. When those things, the combination of those two things hit together, then you have the possibility of going into very, incredible vertical growth. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. So, and that usually takes place somewhere 10, 12, 15 million a month, when that vertical growth starts to happen. So here's where we're at, right? We're at about 7 million a month. And so I'm predicting that somewhere, January, February of 2020, we're going to start getting into this. So when's the best time to get started? Now, right now. Don't miss the wave. Like I said, that tipping point for me was May the 20th when they introduced the Slim Roast Optimum coffee. So the future looks awesome. I mean, I've experienced this vertical growth, this momentum in 3 companies. And in each and every one of those companies, I made millions of dollars. So I knew what the signs looked like. And when I went to visit Dave, it was very apparent to me that all those components were sitting there waiting to happen. So I needed to get engaged. And I'm telling you that, you take it from me that something like this just doesn't come along very often. So here's my fortune teller, from where they were to where they will end up in 2019, 50 million, I'm saying 233% growth, right? In 2020, I'm saying that we'll go from 50 million to probably 400 million, 700% growth. That's when we start going vertical, guys. And then 2021, 400 to 800 million, and then on to $1 billion, but a 4-year growth of about 1,900%. So, amazing vertical growth. So if you're thinking about it or you weren't even considering it, please do consider it. Here's our products. You might have thought that we were a product company. We're really a people company. Our products are happy people, whether they're in Africa, they're in Micronesia, they're in Maui, they're in Arkansas, they're in Texas, they're in California, wherever they happen to be. We have a global seamless compensation plan, which means that you can refer anybody, no matter where they live in the world, to Valentus, and we can ship products to them so they can get on board. So that is a huge, huge benefit. Now, yes, we do have products, right? We've got a great line of products. We could have started, or Dave could have started the company with any assortment of products, but, and there's a detox products, there's some carb, I'm going to send you over to valentusproducts.com, and you can go and read to your heart's content about all the products. I'm going to stay focused on this one because this is the product that I took that got instant results on almost everybody, and it is, like I said, a near miraculous product. Let me let you listen to some testimonials of some people that have used the product. So hang on here a second. Get started, and as I can find out the little button. There's the button.
Hi, this is Scott. I live in Tacoma, Washington. Weight loss coffee? That's right. People all over the world are getting super excited about the results they're having, and it all started with the 6-day experience sample pack. I've been on it 35 days, and I'm down 21 pounds.
Just me, myself, I've lost 5 pounds in less than a week. People across the board are having results.
There is nobody who isn't getting amazing results. I've lost 10 pounds in 12 days.
I'm down 28 pounds now. I made like $3,500 my first month in the business.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm down 11 pounds in 10 days.
I have now lost 36 pounds and 5 inches. In 90 days, I have made just over $10,000.
Started drinking 1 cup of Optimum the week of Thanksgiving, and over the holidays to date, I have lost 12 pounds and I have made $5,400 in this awesome company.
So incredibly excited. I got to tell you, I lost 7.5 pounds in 14 days. The laser focus that it's given me is it's been incredible.
Wow, that was amazing. Coffee with benefits cheaper than Starbucks. $20 to your front door lets you experience the focus, the energy, and overall mood enhancement of Slim Roast Optimum. To find out more about the 6-day experience sample pack,
Hey guys, I talked to a lady the other day who had just come back from a 2-week cruise. She lost weight. She lost weight on a cruise. People don't do that. She drank the coffee every morning, ate everything she wanted to eat, and enjoyed herself immensely, but she got off the cruise lighter than when she went on the cruise. And, from a person who's been on about 30 cruises, you don't do that, right? You usually come off 8 and 12 pounds heavier. So, this product, it works like nothing I've ever seen in my life. In fact, it's probably the most incredible product I've seen in my 30 years in the industry, because again, it's so easy to share and it works so incredibly well, and everybody gets results. Let me show you a little video on exactly how it works.
Introducing another innovative product from Valentus, Slim Roast Optimum Dark Roast Coffee. A great tasting neurologic coffee for optimum performance. Slim Roast Optimum is your logical daily solution to weight management. It's weight management with a neurological purpose. What if your brain had the ability to block unhealthy cravings? It doesn't matter if you've failed in your weight loss efforts in the past. You can do it this time by crushing your cravings. Your appetite is controlled by your cravings, and these cravings are controlled by your brain. Slim Roast Optimum helps everyone make smarter choices by blocking unhealthy craving signals in the brain. This uniquely formulated neurologic system is a Valentus Slim Roast Optimum exclusive. These neurologic nutrients nourish and reset brain receptor sites responsible for alertness, memory, focus, feeling full, metabolic functions, emotional balance, crave and hunger triggers, and much more. For the first time, you'll be able to crush your cravings while increasing your energy. Your body will learn to metabolize fat into energy while helping it regulate blood sugar. Slim Roast Optimum makes it easy to maintain a good mood, stay focused, and keep you going. By drinking Slim Roast Optimum Dark Roast Coffee, you are in control. And the best part is, it tastes great. Sip some today.
So there you have it. I mean, you really have to experience it yourself. I drink it hot. I drink it cold. I mean, there's one I just pop it into a bottle of water and drink it. So, and talk about feeling full and having more energy. Absolutely. No increase in heart rate, no jitters, nothing like that. And metabolizing fat, my stomach is completely gone. I've gone from a 40-inch waist to a 33. So my wife now calls me skinny. And those two, skinny and my name, have never been in that same sentence. So, if you're ready to get started, let's get started. I mean, there's no better time than now. It is to be, it's really up to you. So if you're ready, it's out with the new. I told you I like Lamborghinis. There's one that I had, and then I sure like that blue one. Another story. Hey, let's talk about getting started. Getting started right is really the most important part. There's a $20 one-time activation fee, so no big upfront cost. All the videos, all the back office, all the accounting, everything is there. You know, Dave and the team has just done a miraculous job. So there's a couple of ways to get started, a good, better, and a best. I don't let anybody start unless they're going to start the best way. It maximizes the payout of the compensation plan. It's less than $600 delivered to your door, right? And it's got 350 of the Slim Roast Optimum samples in it. So very easy to give away or to sell or whatever you want to do. It's really the best way. And like I said, it maximizes the compensation plan. So here's the question. You know, if there was a chance that a $600 investment and 10, 12, 15 hours a week over the course of the next 3 to 5 years could produce a 6 or perhaps even a 7-figure annual income, that's something you'd be interested in doing. Every time I ask that question, a person goes, yes, I would be interested in knowing how to do that. So would you please show me? And you know, here's the compensation plan in you know, the components of the compensation plan. I'm going to give you a website that you can go watch John Horenza, you know, go through the comp plan and explain it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got all the components of all the best plans mixed into one. Retail commissions, fast start bonuses, a legacy coded bonus, which is huge, a dual team bonus up to $100,000 a week. Pay attention to that. Matching bonus up to 20%, global bonus pools, a car bonus, right? That starts at Diamond and continues up. Mine is now paying for a new Range Rover. So here's the ranks. Here's where you start. At Ruby, you start with that Business Builder package. You're given that rank of Ruby, and then it's just a matter of working up to Diamond, and then double, and triple, and then Blue Diamond. So it's just a process that you have to go through. I'm at Triple Diamond right now, hit that in October. And what the company has done is put down the average monthly income of each one of the ranks. And, you know, where people, you know, incomes at those ranks, those pin levels are hitting. And, you know, $15,000 to $30,000 a month. Not bad income. And they're right on target. So I like the next income a little bit better, 33 to 75. So a little bit better. So here's what happened to me, guys. I always believe in documentation. This was my first check. I signed up May the 20th and got to go out and do a little bit of work and got paid for it, right? Made a whole $724. A year later, my check was $11,000 a week, right? So we get paid every Friday. For the course of the first 12 months, I earned right at $225,000. So not a bad first year. My second full year in the business, I'm looking at somewhere between 600 and 800,000. So, you know, and if these people can do it and I can do it, you can do it. I mean, it's just as simple as that. That's how I got into this business. I went to a meeting. I saw people in that meeting making more money monthly than I was making annually in a business that I had owned for 16 years. And I said, you know what, if this is not illegal, if it's not immoral, then I want to do what they're doing because it looks like they're having a lot of fun and I wasn't. So I got started. I became a student of the industry. You see John here, this is from Home Magazine, where they keep tabs of all the top income earners in the industry. John is ranked number 19. 340,000 a month. Yes, that is 340,000 a month. 4 point something. It's actually continuing to go up. My sponsor, Rick's sponsor is John, and my sponsor, Rick, is at 110,000 a month. So nice neighborhood to be in, right? Dr. Cheese at 65,000, Karen's at 45, Gola's at 40. And I'm right on their heel. So then, you know, folks, there's going to be hundreds of people from Valentus making this list because of that growth, that vertical growth that I told you about. Here's what's happened. June of 2018, I made three grand. June of 2019, 33,000 for the month. 1,000% growth, right? Rick was at 9,000 for the month of May of 2018, 128,000 May of 2019, 1,322% growth. So here's the question you need to ask yourself: where are you? You know, are you an A? Are you ready to get started? No, I mean, I wasn't an A, right? I knew the potential, but I had to experience the product. I had to get on an airplane. I had to do all of those things. And so I got all my questions answered, and I plugged in, and I'm not letting go. Maybe you're a B. Maybe you're like I was. You know, get your questions answered, get started, buy a business builder pack, and let's go. And, you know, maybe you're a C. Maybe it's, hey, I don't really think this is for me. And that's okay. You know? It's just how it is. Maybe you're a D, right? Maybe you just want to be a customer for a while. And if that's what you want, that's a great way to get started. So if you buy the Business Builder Package, this is my good friend Marshall Silver. Marshall's phenomenal. He's a wonderful teacher and does incredible hypnosis and on and on and on. But he's a wealth of information. Marshall saw me posting some pictures of me losing weight. He said, how in the world are you doing that? And I said, I'm drinking this magic coffee. He said, send me some. I did. He lost 40 pounds now, and he decided he would get in the business and start promoting it. So he'll give you 2 tickets to his Turning Point seminar, which are worth a lot more than what you'll pay for the Business Builder Package. I mean, a lot more. And 2 tickets. And the next ones are September 6, 8, 13 through 15. And you can go to silver.com /TP and take a look at what Turning Point is. It's a phenomenal 3-day event. So just a phenomenal thing. The other thing that we'll do is we'll throw in if you buy a Business Builder Package, we'll throw in a $500 travel savings code. I want you just to go to travelsavings.com, the test drive, and you'll be able to see the kind of discounts that are available in the world's largest private membership online booking portal. And again, private membership, that's the key. It's not a public site, so they've got prices that you'll never see on a public site. You'll never see them on Expedia, Priceline, and so on and so on. So we've got lots of things that are happening. Calls, you can go to valentuscalls.com, have all of our recorded calls. Our next big event is in Orlando, Florida on the 5th, 6th, 7th of September. If you want to build belief, this is the place to go. You get down to Orlando and start learning the business. And that's what I did 30 years ago, folks. I mean, I had to learn the business. This was not something that I knew anything about. And even though I was successful in what I was doing, I had to learn a brand new business. So here's some important websites that I'm going to give you. And IamTeamValentus.com. Take it down and go to that website. John is on there talking about the compensation plan. There's the travelsavings.com. Great site. Go FBtestimonials.info. That is our Facebook page. So you don't have to search for it. You just go FBtestimonials.info and you go right to the page. About 40,000 people. I mean, I just let people go and surf through the testimonials, and they're just amazing. And then valentuscalls.com, all kinds of information up there. If you've got insomnia some night, go up to my YouTube channel, go take a look. We post everything up there, and just go sit and watch some videos. So, you know, it really is up to you. There's nothing that would make me happier than to see you join the team. So get back to the person that invited you onto this Zoom, whether live or in a replay, and tell them that, you know, what you thought about it. And if you're serious about it, then absolutely get started. Get started with the Business Builder Package and just move forward. We've got a Zoom Tuesday, Wednesday, your enroller, your sponsor, the person that invited you here, and you'll get the entire schedule. So with that, God bless everybody. Thanks for joining me here this evening. I'm going to shut off the recording, which I'll do right now. And